What was your overall record last year?
Winter track isn't run as a dual meet sport. We have, it's all large group, large group meets where we have 20 or 30 teams show up. And there's really not, most of those meets, there's not an individual team scoring. The only time that we have individual team scoring is when we go to states or sectionals. And I think if I remember correctly, in the sectionals, the girls' team was 6th or 7th, and the boys' team finished 4 out of the money.
What are your expectations for the upcoming season?
It's actually very exciting this year. We've got a lot of talent on both teams, boys and girls. For the boys, we are really looking forward to a good high jump year. We've historically in Mainland, the event that has been the best ever is without question the high jump. And we've had a drought with the boys team for the past several years. And this year we have a couple kids that really seem like they can get off the ground. So we're looking forward to that, and that's a big thing. And for the girls team, again, that's also a very strong area for us. The high jump area, and also, of course, the pole vault. So the jumps are something that really is outstanding for us. Thanks.
How long have you been the head coach here at Mainland?
The winter track team started, I think, in 1992, and I've been the head coach for all 2 of those years.
Given the opportunity, would you switch jobs to be the boys coach?
Well, in winter track, I am actually the head boys and girls coach. But given the fact that I am the girls head spring coach, that I like to keep the continuity going. So Mr. Lansington handles most of the boys events, and I handle. Although we do work together on a lot of events, particularly the high jump. We're both big fans of that event, and we've been very successful over the years working together with that. So that's pretty much how it works. I mean, I do spend most of my time with the girls now. Back.
Which event is your team strongest in, or obtain the highest points?
This year, the girls team is extremely strong all around. We have a very good nucleus returning from last year's team, and even though the pole vault is and the high jump, we have 2 of the best kids in South Jersey. The overall strength of the team is such that I can't just say one or another event. Now in the boys, we're really looking forward to the high jump and the hurdles. We really think that we've got some talented kids in those areas, and those are probably going to be the places that score the most points for us.
Can you name any of those players that are returning from last year?
On the girls' side, that would be Tracy Masterson, Liz Chelius, the distance kids, Corinne Moody, and Emily Notaro, Cassidy Dolan. One of the sprinters, Tiffany Gordon. On the boys' side, we really have a bunch of new kids this year. I mean, that's one of the really exciting things about it. Been a huge turnover for those. So there's really from last year's team, I guess, Tyler Stangl is one returning, and we really just, I mean, it's really a bunch of new kids for that team. So, yes.
Having so many events in the same sport, how do you handle coaching in all points?
It's trying. We actually have to schedule practices and stages on certain days. On the days that we do high jump and shot put, we actually have the sprinters and the distance kids come in first, and then the high jumpers, the shot putters, and actually the hurdlers come in second. So that's that is a bit of a problem, especially on days when it's not specialty day. You do have 5 things going on at the same time, and not only is it 5 things, but it's 5 things for girls and 5 things for boys. And when you only have 2 coaches, yeah, it really does make it difficult. But one of the best things that we have is especially with the girls team, is the returning lettermen are so schooled in their events that I can just say, okay, here's today's workout, and turn it over to Liz, or turn it over to Tracy, or turn it over to the distance girls, and they know exactly what to do. And I don't have to, be looking over their shoulder, watching them. Are you doing this? They work very well by themselves. They're very, very self-motivated. Yes.
How did you start coaching?
Actually, I started in Cherry Hill, 1977. My first year of teaching, and I participated in track in college and really enjoyed the sport. And just went up to the head coach and I said, "Look, can I help you out?" And he says, "Well, actually, I'm looking for a freshman coach. Would you like that job?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." So I did that the first year. And then the second year, I actually took over their winter track program in my second year, which was really enjoyable. And then actually coached against Carl Lewis in his freshman year, my second year as freshman coach at Cherry Hill East. And that was quite an experience. I mean, because even though he wasn't Carl Lewis yet,